Deep in the heart of the golden savanna, where the tall grass shimmered like waves under the moonlight, lived a young lion named Lumo. Unlike other lions who roared proudly from sunrise to sunset, Lumo had a very unusual problem. Every night, when the world grew quiet and all the animals yawned their way into peaceful dreams, Lumo couldn't fall asleep. He wanted to sleep. Oh, how desperately he wanted to sleep. But the tiniest noises kept waking him up. Crickets chirping, frogs croaking, even the distant rustle of a zebra turning over in its sleep. Lumo would blink his big amber eyes and whisper, "Why does nighttime have to be so noisy?" One night, Lumo decided he'd had enough. His mane was getting messy, his eyelids felt heavy, and he was so tired that he accidentally yawned while roaring and made a sound that was more like a squeaky toy than a mighty lion. Even the meerkats laughed. Lumo walked out from his den, gazing up at the sky, dotted with stars like tiny lanterns, and promised himself that tonight, no matter what, he was going to find a way to sleep. As he padded through the grass, he spotted his best friend, Talla the tortoise, who was slowly munching a leaf with the patience of a monk. "Talla," Lumo whispered, trying not to scare him, "I need your help. I can't sleep. Everything is too loud." Talla looked up, blinking slowly as if processing the question over the span of hours. "You know," he said in his deep, slow voice, "sleep is a friend that comes when you stop looking for it." Lumo sighed. "But that's the problem. I can't stop thinking about it." Talla scratched his shell thoughtfully. "Maybe you need to meet the night guardians." Lumo's ears perked up. "Night guardians?" Talla nodded. "They keep the savannah calm at night. They know all the secrets of sleep." "Where can I find them?" Lumo asked eagerly. "You don't find them," Talla replied. "They find you if you follow the path of quiet." "That sounds complicated," Lumo groaned. "Most important things are," Talla said, returning to his leaf. But Lumo wasn't discouraged. He started walking toward the whispering wind, choosing the softest patches of ground, the quietest places, the shadows where the night felt gentle. After a while, he saw a glow up ahead, soft, blue, and trembling like moonlight caught in water. Curious, he stepped closer and discovered a ring of fireflies dancing in perfect circles, lighting up a small clearing. In the middle sat a white owl with shimmering silver feathers. Nana, the great night guardian. Her eyes were large and warm, reflecting the stars themselves. "Lumo," she said kindly before he even introduced himself. "I've been expecting you." "You have?" Lumo blinked. "Yes," Nana hooted softly. "Every restless heart eventually finds its way here." Lumo lowered his head respectfully. "I'm trying to sleep, but everything is loud. Everything wakes me up." "The night is never truly silent," Nana said, "but its music helps those who listen." Lumo sat down, confused but hopeful. "What do I need to do?" "You, little lion," she whispered, "must learn the 3 secrets of night." Lumo's eyes widened. "3 secrets?" Nana nodded and fluttered her wings. "The first is the secret of stillness." She instructed Lumo to lie down, close his eyes, and listen not to the noise outside, but to the slow, calm rhythm of his breath. Lumo tried. At first, he heard everything, the insects, the wind, the water trickling from a nearby stream. But the more he focused on his breathing, the quieter the world became. Nana smiled. "Very good." "Wait, really?" Lumo peeked one eye open. "Yes," she said, "even lions must sometimes be still." The second secret, Nana explained, was the secret of warmth. She had Lumo curl his paws underneath his chest, tuck his tail close, and think of the warmest moment of his life, like when his mother used to groom his mane or when he slept in a pile with his siblings. As Lumo thought about it, a soft warmth spread through his body, from his whiskers to the tip of his tail. He felt safe, cozy, almost sleepy. "And the last secret?" Lumo whispered drowsily. Nana's eyes gleamed. "The secret of dreams. A good night begins with a good dream path. You must think of one thing that makes you happy, just one, and let it grow in your mind." "What should I think about?" Lumo asked. "What makes you happiest?" Nana asked. Lumo thought. He thought of food, sunsets, playing, rolling in dust, chasing butterflies, but none of those felt right. Then he remembered something. Once, on a hot afternoon, he had laid under a tree as clouds drifted above him. He didn't roar or run or chase anything. He simply watched the clouds turn into lions, elephants, castles, and mountains. It made him feel peaceful. "Clouds," Lumo whispered. "I like clouds." "Then your dream path begins with clouds," Nana replied. Satisfied, Nana called the fireflies. They swirled around Lumo, glowing bright, painting the night in shimmering colors. Lumo's eyelids drooped with each soft flash until he eventually drifted into a gentle sleep right there in the clearing. But the story doesn't end there. Lumo woke up a few hours later, not because of noise, but because something was snoring loudly near him. When he opened his eyes, he found the source, a giant porcupine named Dondo, lying on his back and snoring like a buffalo stuck in a log. Really? Lumo grumbled. But this time, instead of feeling annoyed, he remembered Nana's lessons. He breathed, he curled up warmly, he imagined clouds, and slowly the snoring became part of the night's rhythm, and he fell asleep again. The next morning, Lumo woke up on his own, rested, refreshed, and almost glowing with energy. "I did it!" he shouted, making Dondo wake up and roll over in confusion. Lumo ran to tell Talla, who simply nodded as if he'd known all along. But then Talla said something surprising. "Lumo, you learned to sleep. Now you must learn to dream." "What do you mean?" Lumo asked. "Tonight," Talla said, "you should go to the Dream Hill." "What's that?" "It's where dreamers see their truest selves," Talla explained. "A place where the moon paints pictures on the savannah and your heart speaks louder than your thoughts." That night, Lumo climbed Dream Hill. The moon was full, glowing like a silver drum in the sky. The wind was soft. Everything felt enchanted. As Lumo reached the top, he lay down and closed his eyes. He drifted instantly into dreams. In his dream, Lumo wasn't a small sleepy lion. He was a mighty lion king with a mane like fire and eyes like suns. Animals bowed to him, not out of fear, but respect. He roared, and the savannah bloomed with flowers. He leapt over rivers, raced with the wind, and felt strong, brave, and proud. But then, something unexpected happened. A tiny caterpillar climbed onto his giant paw. "Hello," Lumo said in the dream. "Hi," the caterpillar chirped. "Do you know why you're here?" "To be brave?" Lumo guessed. "No," the caterpillar laughed. "You are already brave. You're here because you needed to see that rest makes you powerful. Even lions need sleep." Lumo blinked. "I forget that sometimes." "That's why I'm here," the caterpillar said proudly. Tiny things often teach big lessons. When Lumo woke up, the sun was rising, washing the hill in gold. He felt different, not just rested, but confident, strong, awake in the best way. He returned to his pride. That evening, when the young cubs complained they couldn't sleep, Lumo gathered them around and taught them the 3 secrets of night. He showed them how to breathe gently, how to find warmth, how to choose a dream. Soon, the cubs slept soundly, curled up around him. For the first time, Lumo felt like a leader, not because he could roar, but because he could guide. News spread through the savannah. Animals who struggled to sleep came to Lumo for help. Zebras who worried too much, giraffes afraid of thunder, warthogs who had too many thoughts at night, and even hyenas who giggled too much to fall asleep. Lumo helped them all. But he didn't do it alone. Nana watched from the trees. The fireflies lit the path. Talla whispered wisdom. And the caterpillar? In dreams, he always appeared to remind Lumo not to take life too seriously. Every night, Lumo practiced the secrets and taught others. And every morning, he woke up grateful, stronger, happier. Eventually, the animals gave him a new nickname, Lumo the Dream Lion, protector of peaceful nights. And so, under the endless African sky, where stars whispered and the moon hummed gentle songs, Lumo created a savannah where all creatures slept in harmony. The nights became magical, the dreams became colorful, and the once sleepless lion found his purpose, not in roaring tides, but in resting. Even now, when the wind blows softly across the grasslands, some say you can hear Lumo's gentle breathing mingling with the breeze, reminding everyone, big or small, fierce or gentle, that even kings need sleep, and dreams are the heart's greatest roar. And with that, the savannah drifts into silence, the moon dips low, and the great dream lion curls up beneath the stars. And the night becomes peaceful once more.